In the name of the Honourable Minister of Home Affairs, to move the second reading of the Constitution Amendment Bill 2020.
Honourable Person James North.
Aye. Mr. Speaker, the Constitution Amendment Bill 2020, which is before this House, seeks to alter the Constitution to make provision for the increase in the retirement age of the Director of Public Prosecutions and the Auditor General. So from the time of the Constitution, of course, November 1966, the Auditor General, the Office of the Auditor General and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution had special provision within the Constitution of Barbados, similar to the Office of Judges, members of the judiciary. They were entrenched provisions and, of course, reflected the importance and significance of those two high offices, which are, of course, independent of the political directorate. We know, of course, that the Auditor General has the full authority to deliver reports and, in fact, has the legislative mandate to examine government departments, statutory corporations, can do special audits on government departments, school boards, statutory corporations, as he or she sees fit. And of course, we have had them laid in Parliament, the special audits. Every year the Auditor General has to deliver annual report on the various institutions. And we know, of course, the Director of Public Prosecutions is an independent office, separate and distinct from the Office of the Attorney General, not subject to directions by any political directorate. And this is, of course, very important in terms of maintaining the transparency, accountability, and good governance in Barbados. The last Barbados Labour Party administration in 2004 would have amended pension legislation by Section 13 of the Pensions Act, with the insertion of Section 13D and a second schedule to the Act, making provision for persons holding an office in the public service at January the 1st, 2005, or those appointed to the public service after January the 1st, 2005, to retire compulsorily at the age stipulated under the National Insurance Scheme. So therefore, sir, there was a bringing together of the retirement age of public officers, persons holding office under the public, in the public service, under the Pensions Act, to bring their age of retirement in line with their receipt of national insurance benefit. And that age was moved from 65 to 65 and a half years, from January the 1st, 2006 to December the 31st, 2009. And then it moved to 66 years from January the 1st, 2010 to December 3rd, 2013. And then it moved to 66 and a half years from January 1st to 2014. From January 1st, 2014 to December 31st, 2017. And now, sir, since a year ago, January 1st, 2018, 2 years ago, sorry, it is 67. Legal opinion, sir, and understandably, was that the amendment, that legislative amendment to the Pensions Act, didn't apply to these specially created positions under the Constitution, the Director of Public Prosecution and the Auditor General, sir. And there was probably an oversight at the time not to amend the Constitution to give that advantage of increased retirement age coinciding with receipt of pension rights to the holders of those offices. And the Constitution at the present time, in fact, sir, says sections 101 and 102 that the retirement age for these two officers is 62 years old. The present constitutional arrangement is that the Director of Public Prosecution, in an agreement with the Governor General, can arrange to go on from 62 years old to 65 years old, retiring at the latest at age 65. There's no such additional holding on period for the Auditor General. The present constitutional arrangement is that the Auditor General has to vacate office at age 62. Age 62, sir, is still a young age, certainly for certain posts. Some people might say that you're at the height of your powers then intellectually. Judges go on, sir, in this country, I think to 75 now have the option to 75, retiring at 72, holding on to 75. I know that judges in other countries, as we know, United States of America, Supreme Court judges, England too, United Kingdom too, I believe, can retire when they feel like. There's no age limit, certainly, for Supreme Court judges in the United States at which to retire. And, sir, in the interest, of, obviously, of continuity and good governance, capacity, sir, it is felt that the time is right to bring in line now the holders or these two offices of constitutional import and make them similar in terms of retirement age to all the other offices in the public service, sir, for pension rights and for other purposes. And therefore, the amendment, the constitutional amendment before this Parliament, sir, in this debate is to increase the ages at which the Director of Public Prosecutions and the Auditor General can retire from 62 years old to 67 years old, to bring it in line now with the receipt of national insurance benefits from the National Insurance Scheme. To continue the arrangement of which I spoke, which presently exists in the Constitution, whereby the Governor General and the Director of Public Prosecutions can agree for the Director of Public Prosecutions to continue in office for a 3-year period longer than the retirement age set in the Constitution. There is the provision in the bill that by agreement between the Governor General and the Director of Public Prosecution, the DPP can continue until 70 years old. In other words, another 3 years beyond 67 at the maximum. But no such provision is being made for the Auditor General, similar to what it is at present in terms of the constitutional arrangement under Section 102 of the Constitution, sir. And therefore, sir, this bill, of course, requires a 2/3 majority because it is an amendment to the Constitution of Barbados. And I beg to move, sir, that this bill be now read a second time.
The question is that the aforementioned bill be read a second time. All those honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. Me think the ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I beg that you do now leave the chair and the House resolve itself into committee for further consideration of this bill.
The question is that the Honourable Speaker do now leave the chair and the House resolve itself into committee for further consideration of this bill. All those honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. Me think the ayes have it.
The House is in committee.
True. Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that clause 3.
No. Wait. Clause 1?
Sure.
Oh, sorry. Clause 1? Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that clause 1 stand part.
The question is that Clause 1 stand part. All honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. I think the ayes have it.
Clause 2?
Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that clause 2 stand part.
The question is that Clause 2 stand part. All honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. I think the ayes have it.
Clause 3?
Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that clause 3 stand part.
The question is that Clause 3 stand part. All honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. I think the ayes have it.
Report.
Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that you now do report to His Honour the Speaker the passing of one bill in committee.
The question is that I do report to His Honour the Speaker the passing of one bill in committee. All honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. I think the ayes have it.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
The chairman of committee is reporting the passing of one bill in committee. Honourable member for St. James North.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this bill be now read a third time.
The question is that the aforementioned bill be read a third time. All those honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. Me think the ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this bill be now passed and cited as the Constitution Amendment Act 2020.
But doesn't it require a vote, sir?
Oh, yeah. Right, so
The question is that the aforementioned bill be passed and so cited.
Right.
All those honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. Me think the ayes have it.
Sure. Ms. Bradshaw? Aye. Mr. Marshall? Aye. Mr. Payne? Aye. Mr. Toppin? Aye. Ms. Ford? Aye. Mr. Simmons? Aye. Mr. Hinkson? Aye. Mr. Sutherland? Aye. Dr. Duguid? Aye. Ms. Husbands? Aye. Mr. Weir? Aye. Mr. Ford? Aye. Mr. Goodinagel? Aye. His Honour, Mr. Clark? Reverend Ackley? Aye. Mr. Griffith, Mr. King, Mr. Jordan, Mr. Humphrey, Ms. Cattle, Mr. Strawn, Mr. Rowe, Mr. Prescott, Mr. Speaker, 23 honourable members voted in favour of passage of the bill. Therefore means that the bill reached the required threshold, 2/3 majority.
This bill is passed and so cited. Honourable Leader, Government Business.
Speaker, and with that, we have come to the end of today's sit-in. I beg to move that this House be adjourned until the 28th of January, 2020 at 10 a.m. in the morning. On speaking on the adjournment, Mr. Speaker, I just want to wish persons a happy bank holiday next week. We won't be able to meet on Honourable Day, but I know there are some activities planned for the regathering, and I would expect that members as well as the general public would be present for the centennial celebrations. I believe it's in Checker Hall in St. Lucie. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The question is that this honourable chamber be adjourned until the 20th day of January at 10 a.m. in the forenoon. All those honourable members in favour, please say aye. Those against, please say no. Meeting the ayes have it. This honourable chamber stands adjourned until the 20th day of January at 10 a.m. in the forenoon.